So I'm going to touch on the fact that I'm going to be focusing solely on myself, right? That's what I wanted to touch on. I mentioned it in the video this morning on my way to my dump, so I'm going to talk about it here. After that really ugly January 9th incident, as you know, to this day, it's been haunting me, and really seems like I've been traumatized by it because things have not been the same in that household. I mean, some people might have gone over it. I'm talking about those that were involved in that incident. I wish I could just really expose all the details, but that's where I'm gonna need a site that's not this one, where I can really express the real details of those people that were involved in that ugly incident, right? And the reasons for it. Look, I know it's been past it's already a little over a month, and I've been told to just not make such a big fuss about it, but it's hard for me, really. It's hard for me to just really ignore it because, first and foremost, I'm still in that same household with those same people that were involved in that ugly incident. Look, I hate to even continue to think about it, and just having to say every word I've said during that time, and I wanted to take back everything I said, but the problem is, it's done. And the fact that they're telling me to move on is just it's just not enough anymore. So a lot of things since that incident have changed to where I myself have been going out a whole lot more. Now, originally, when was it? Starting in in mid-June, when they got the whole family time development, right? Some changes as far as like new routines have developed. I wasn't going out very much unless I was given a week of what it seems like my time for myself. Well, guess what? That's no longer the case after this ugly incident. So I've been going out a whole lot, mind you, on like almost every weekend. I already went to Knott's twice with my pass. I already did 2 hikes. So I'm just no longer fazed by what I'm doing as far as going out, and even with friends or by myself, just going out in general. I need to do that just to as much as possible, just escape this darkness. With all these dark clouds just hovering all over me, since that incident. And yes, I know I'm still in this dump, right? But right now, going forward, after that incident, it's just going to be all about me, because I'm the one that needs to improve my mental health. A lot of these guys, the remaining friends that I have, they've already seen more than enough of my worst just getting worse. Yeah, they've been seeing me blow up their phones like damn near every day, and me just going off and being enraged, and just could not help to even think about that whole incident and the fact that my birthday sucked, right? All of these factors since then, it's like, what I've been told, if it's an argument like years past, fine. I can shrug that off eventually. But this, it's different. Yes, I'm going to say it right now. It hits different because of every word that I said. Well, mainly towards the end of the argument, that's where right after it starts to hit. Right after the argument, it starts to hit very different. That to this day, it just seems like nothing is healing between me and those family members that are involved. It's very unfortunate. I know I should have not involved my therapist, in there, as far as like, based on what the sessions I've had with my therapist, and things I should have said, but I can't take it back anymore. So, anyways, man, while I'm still feeling haunted by this entire thing, I'm just doing myself a favor, just being told, hey, do some paintings, to distract yourself. If I need their help, then they'll let me know, But for the sake of my my own sake, right? For my some just strict me time, just doing paintings, and obviously just continue the job hunt in case this interview doesn't fall through. And obviously I'm really gonna have to start digging in on how to live on my own. So 3 things. It seems like I'm gonna be in school, but I'm just really focusing on 3 things. Well, the top 2 are more important, but the other one can be considered like a good hobby like a hobby distraction, and just enough to to just get my day going and getting my mind to relax. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about it, man. It's I just need to do this, man, because now it's all about myself, and I really need to just worry about myself at this point. Regardless of what's happening in the house. I'm usually somebody that likes to help around, but after that incident, I just been feeling a lot more distant from, just definitely separating myself from, the rest of the household, and that I just gotta do what I gotta do for the sake of my mental health, because I'm tired of having all these dark clouds just hovering over me. I mean, even before this incident, I've still had these dark clouds over me, and that I feel so stuck. And now after this, it's like, I mean, I'm only seeing things just get worse from there. I'm only seeing myself just further regress as a person from there. So it is what it is, man. I don't like to continue to have this life that's already been stale, only to see it get worse, especially if I'm still working in that dump, and just knowing like the usual things that I do around my lunch break, like seeing McDonald's totally different now. That McDonald's always, for whatever reason, just has a long ass line, and you're seeing these workers just look all stressed out. It wasn't like that before. And there's a lot of other changes, just not for the better. Hell, I even had Sean tell me, because they're so slow. Oh my God, here we go again. Here comes the slow period. That there's other competition, more. I mean, that's his reasoning, and I will get into that hopefully if I get a chance to, because I got other topics I need to cover as well. But yeah, me, myself, and I. That's what it is at this point. So I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Just tell me what you guys think. I just need to really, 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 do myself a favor and just better myself and really do what's best for me at this point. Regardless of what everyone else in the household thinks, I gotta do what I gotta do best. Thank you for watching, everyone. Like, share, and subscribe.